So I'm using the painted poppies. I don't know, if you guys have done this or not, but I'm going to show some things to you, and it might be new to you and it might not. But I'm going to use this image and the leaf, and then from the Butterfly Gala, my sentiment, Hello Beautiful, is from in there. So those are the two sets that I'm using. And here's our clean and simple card. Excuse me. Quick and easy, but still very, very pretty. So, and I don't have my measurements, I'll have it later. You need a piece of Whisper White that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we're just gonna fold it and burnish it. All right, so that you have a nice flat card to work on. Using your Memento black ink and the outline, you're gonna stamp your flower. All right, I want it this way. All right, down here in the corner, like so. All right, I should have checked the center, but that's okay, it's good enough. All right, now you can color this in, but, ooh, boy, that one is tight. I have found that this stamp, and you have to kind of play to see where to put it, will work to color it in. Let me see. Nope, that one's not right. That's not right. All right, it goes on. Let me go around a little bit more. There we go. Play with it and see, this side is fairly flat, so that's where I use that piece. Now this is going to stamp really dark and you're going to go, oh my goodness, but it will lighten up. All right, and look, it's colored. It's artsy. All right, so it's colored in, but see the difference? And boy, that does lighten when it dries. Now, you're gonna take the leaf stamp and Old Olive, and you're gonna ink this up. Now, if you ink this up, if you watch and put just this much on your ink pad and not this stem, I didn't do it on that one, I forgot. So you only ink up that much, then you can nest that stamp right up against it, and you don't have to worry about the stem. So there's your first hint. That's an easy one to do, and you just use the edge of your pad to do it in. Oh, missed that side. So there you go. And then that looked bland to me, so I pulled out my Pear Pizzazz. I did not want it dark, so I just pulled out my marker and I just did some quick coloring of the leaves. And I found it easy to just kind of flip it around and follow the edges and then color it in. So I just kind of went down one side, flipped it around because it's jagged, did the other side, and then filled it in like so. All right, and then the next thing we need is our sentiment. Hey Kim. Oh, thanks Linda. Oh, this one is really tight. I must not use this color much. All right, so I'm going to stamp the sentiment in the upper corner, and there you go. A quick card, easy to do, but very, very pretty. And I know we all have somebody who would love to get this card. Lots of space to write some message inside. All right, but you know me, I just want to step it up. So I went from this one to this, and I pulled in some of that In Good Taste DSP. You know me, I'm going to use that DSP if I can to create my a feminine card. Everybody just assumes it would be masculine. I've been using it for feminine cards, and I like it as a background. Oh, well, thanks, Sharon. I'm glad you liked it. So for this one, I cut a piece of DSP, and it's 3 3/4 by 5. Now, let's see if I can get this to work. I gotta... All right. There it is. It's around now. Oh, not bad. Nope. It's getting there. But I still can't get it on the end. When it breaks, it flies backwards. So there's definitely a trick to it. So I'm gonna... I know you go up on the tip, and supposedly that puts it at the edge. Oh, I was going too far. That worked, yay! Yeah, I know, big difference, isn't it? All right, so this goes on like so. Then you're gonna take your stitch nested labels, and this is not the largest, but the next one down. I went to this size. It was too small. All right, and you cut that out, and I'm going to show you how to do that flower again one more time, just so you see it. All right, so you're going to stamp it, and you're going to move it over some. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to take this image, and again, I'm going to see where's my flat edge there. So it's got to go that way again. So find your flat edge of the stamp and the flat edge of the fill-in, and there you go. All right, so there's that one, and I'm done with that red poppy because I went ahead and did the other one. Now we're going to stamp our leaves just like we did before, keeping away from that stem. So go to the edge. I'm going to move it up here so hopefully you can see. Turn it so that the stem is on the outside and just barely touch it, you know, so that you're not even touching the stem. And then when I do it this time, I'll show you how to. So there's the stem. Stick the stem into the flower. There's nothing on it, so it won't hurt it. It won't stamp anything there. And you know, if you forget, it's a handmade card. I did on mine, a couple of them. All right, and I'm gonna stamp this one the same way. All right, and then I'm gonna pull in my pear pizzazz. Let me get rid of this. I am loving the In Good Taste DSP. I know there were a couple of pieces in there that really made me order it, but I'm finding that there's some others that are really, they're great images. What they did for this is they took photos and then they made the DSP from the photo. So, I mean, that's why it looks so realistic. Have any of you used that stamp to color in your, excuse me, your image? I think it's a great way to do it. And I got to get some, a lot faster than coloring it in, and you kind of get some interest in there. So I'm going to add my dimensionals on the back. This would be a good time if you have the fun foam to use the fun foam. I didn't think of that, so I'm going to use dimensionals, which means it'll take me forever to put them on the back. Because I want to make sure that it's supported in every little area. And then we need one more. There. Now time to take them all off. And thank heavens I have the pokey tool. Because this is a great way to take your backs off. And then just have a trash can close by because you'll have a ton of them. All right, and then this I'm going to put down here. Man, I don't know what's wrong with my voice this morning. Down here in this corner some. You can actually put it anywhere you want. And then I took the Hello Beautiful and I stamped it with Whisper White and then embossed it with white. And this is going to go on like this. This corner gets a glue dot because you can't, it's going to be on top of here and there's already dimensionals under there. And then the other corners all get a dimensional. Sharon, I thought it would be great for masculine cards too, but I am finding I use it for feminine cards a lot. And there's some pattern, there's a pattern in there. What is it? Oh, it's like a wall that they put spackle on. I thought, what am I ever going to do with that? Well, I used it with Rococo Rose and made a feminine card the other day, and it was like, oh, not bad. And then, whoops, before you put this down, I used some of the Old Olive ribbon from the Ornate Garden Suite. And I'm just going to cut a piece like so. Wrong way. And then I'm going to take a glue dot on the back. I don't know about you guys, but I go through glue dots and dimensionals like they're water. It's unbelievable. So I'm putting one on the back and one in the middle. So when I fold it over, it sticks. And then the one on the back, yeah, I'm going to put right there so that it's stuck down. All right, now we can put this down. And then this goes on, and watch your edge. Don't have your ribbon too far over, so I'm moving it way over. And there's the other one, the stepped up version. But suppose you want a stepped up wow card. So I went from here to here, and all I did was change my layers. So let's see how to make this one. And I have a bunch of the pieces done already. All right, for this one, your card base is Old Olive. Thanks, Linda. All right, then you want to do your layers. So you have a layer of white that's 4 by 5 1/4. Then you have a layer of red that is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and that goes on top. And this is the same size. Whoops, got to cut this down. Maybe this one's not 4. Let me see. Let me make sure on this. Yep, it's 4. I just didn't cut this one right. I was cutting and changed my mind, so we'll just cut it real quick. So it's 1/8 of an inch smaller. All right, there we go. All right, so this is going to go on here like so. So let me go back to my Stampin' Seal and see if I can get it to work. Oh, that one didn't break. When it doesn't break, that's when the problem happens. So there is a trick. All right, well, see. All right, let's try that. Come up and pull. Ooh, that might be the trick. That might be the trick. I hope so. And then I hope I've cut my DSP the right size. We'll find out, won't we? And then your DSP is 3 3/4 by 5. Yep, that one worked. All right, see, this is what I was talking about. There's some blue back there, and it's got like spackling on it. So, well, I'm getting there. Ooh, it's a really light touch. I think that was my problem. I was pressing too hard. So I'm going to keep playing with it. I know there has to be a way for it to work. I see too many people using it successfully. All right, now, before you put this on, you got to add your ribbon. But before you can add your ribbon, you have to take and make your piece, which I did. And I put my dimensionals on the back and then totally forgot and took the backs off. So I'm going to use this as a guide for where to put my ribbon. So you're going to take your tear-in tape. I wasn't going to add the white, but it was missing something. So it's got to go right about here. So see how I use that to determine where to put the ribbon. And then this piece is going to go there. All right. I'm going to take the backs off. So, and I'm going to cut my piece of ribbon, and it's going to be just a little bit longer so I can wrap it around to the back. All right. And again, I'm going to put this down where I'm going to put it, and then I'm going to move this over just enough to get it in place. All right, I can move that there. All right, pull this back to the back, and then don't forget, add your ribbon to the back, your tear-in tape to the back over top, because that sandwiches your ribbon and it ensures that your ribbon is not going to give way, especially in all this heat. Taping things through the mail, if it's not down good, it's not going to stay. So I sandwich it really good between the two pieces. And I'm going to go back to my seal. There it is. All right, light hand. That's the key. Up and out. Okay, I think I've figured it out. All right, now this goes on. Now I have to tell you, think about where your ribbon's supposed to be and how your card opens. I had this whole thing put together and then looked at it. I had it upside down. So I had to use my heat tool and unstick it and put it down the right way. So keep that in mind before you put it down. All right, now you're going to take your piece, stamp it, color it just like you did before, and then this goes down here. All right. Take your piece of poppy, emboss your, oh yeah, that's definitely an understatement. I've had several people, Linda, do it that way, and they've all said thank you because it doesn't come off anymore. All right, now you're going to take and emboss your sentiment, put your glue dot on that one corner so that it holds it on there, and then I got to take my backs off. I did a lot of prep work yesterday because you don't need to see me emboss something. All right, and then that goes on like so. Use your ribbon, tie a bow, and this is my better side. Look at your sides, choose the side that looks nicer to put down. And I put, like I said, 2 glue dots, one on each side of the knot, so to speak. Add your bow, and then all you have left are your rhinestones. And I felt it needed a lot of bling, so I added lots of rhinestones. And I just sprinkled them all over. And remember, odd numbers. You want odd numbers. Is that the, yeah, I was going to say, is that the right way? It looks funny, the light. So that you have an odd number of, I'm going to put that one over there. Oops, one more, come on. And one there. And I still have 7. So there's the stepped up version. So we went from clean and simple to stepped up wow. So what do you think, ladies? I really liked, I liked this card. I struggled